righteousness.
Look at the regret. See, look at his body language, the humanity. See? Wait, that's the pose that Anduin did. That's the same pose.
Our line has...
Wow. That was awesome. As my World of Warcraft journey has unfolded, many of you have said you cannot wait until I get to the Wrath of the Lich King cinematic. That's exactly where we've arrived today. You guys have talked this up so much and I cannot wait, so let's dive right in. If you enjoy our time together, please consider watching some of the other videos on this channel. Let's do this. All right, friends, our journey begins. Let's see what they cooked up for us. Lore Masters, join me. Oh man, chills already with that music. Whoa, what an image.
My son.
My
The
son.
day you were born,
Okay.
the very forests of Lordaeron whispered the name Arthas.
Arthas. This is Arthas. Man, I'm instantly getting like this regretful, like what happened to this guy? The day he was born, the world itself sang out his name, and now it's like, what happened to him? He's fallen. Look at the physics in the environment is incredible. There's a lot of analogous colors being used here, familiar and comforting, but with this cold emptiness. It's actually really interesting. And the set pieces here are incredible in scale. Ooh, like I said, more analogous colors, that kind of like Mako green in his eyes popping. Music is so tragic here. What happened to Arthas?
I watched with pride as you grew into a weapon of righteousness.
Look at the regret. See, look at his body language, the humanity. See? Wait, that's the pose that Anduin did. That's the same pose.
Our line has always ruled with wisdom
What?
and strength.
The Anduin and War Within.
I know you will show restraint.
That sound design.
Exercising your great power.
The sound design is so good. He's not going to show restraint, is he? Oh, so well edited. So well edited. The sound design, the transition, the impact, everything is so well voiced. And it's just classic. Okay, something's going to go on the right side. I knew it. Yes. The reveal. What is this going to be? And what is his relation to Anduin? The reference, a fallen king. The music is ramping up. This is powerful. I'm so glad they returned to that shot. It's one of my favorite shots in it. The music's ramping up. Let's get the reveal. Oh, chills. Wow. Look at this thing. And he has an army too? Or is this an enemy army he's gonna toast?
But the truest victory, my son,
Wait a second.
is stirring the hearts of your people.
Wait a second now. Music. That's the reveal that they're undead?
I
Oh
tell you
no.
For when my days have come to an end,
That's a shot. Yeah.
you shall be king.
Wow. That was awesome. I see why you guys loved it. Chills, man. Chills. There's so much humanity to this. With he doesn't even say anything. The memories from his father speaking. There's so much going on here. I absolutely loved it. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed our time together, please make sure to subscribe to join us on this journey, because it's just getting juicy now, guys. And also follow on Twitch, Twitter, whatever you prefer. Let's get into this, guys. Oh man, I love that reveal at the end, like kind of the ultimate twisting of his father's words. You know, put fire in the hearts of your people, and it's like, what is this? What is this? And I just want to say the voice acting in this. The voice acting is incredible, very good. Both with you think his name was Illidan. In the last trailer, you guys told me in the comments. I'm reading all the comments. Thank you, Lore Masters. It's incredible. Illidan, or Illidan, however you would pronounce it, he had a really good voice too. And this sounds almost similar. Awesome. Like that kind of warm, it has a classical feel to it, the acting in this. That's why I love it so much. Very classical. This image, man, is powerful. And it's like, what happened to him? How did he end up in this state? And what is reawakening him? What is reanimating him? Of course, my biggest kind of pop off during this was this pose, man. That's the same exact pose that Anduin does in War Within, right? Am I crazy? And beyond the same pose, it's the same exact composition of the image, right? I'm not crazy, right? I'm gonna lay it over it. We're gonna do an overlay here. This is awesome, man. Really interesting attention to detail, and I feel like I'm uncovering the secrets of this world and the secrets of this lore visually. And there's a visual language that they're establishing here. This sort of stuff I love, man. A visual language that is unique to their entire universe that you can kind of collect in the library of your brain. You go back and it's like, or they're building about it. They're building upon that. It's compounding as you consume all the media. So it's like, okay, in the Anduin one, whoa, that hits hard. And this is me only having like the fragments of the lore that you guys have shared with me in the comments, going completely blind. I'm like, oh no, Anduin is a king who has also fallen from greatness in some way. And they're referencing back this king who seems to have also fallen. And it's like, wow, that's a powerful image. That's a powerful reference for Anduin, who is like such a benevolent person. That's gotta hit really hard. But anyways, let me know how spot on I am with that, or if I'm completely off. But let's go through in order. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. The colors is the first thing that popped out to me. Like I said, analogous colors. So on the chromatic circle, analogous colors being close to each other on the chromatic circle, right? So it'd be like blues, purples, greens, and look at that. There's so much of that. So it has a coldness to it, even though it's familiar.
Arthas.
Oh, and because of that, analogous colors, it's so uniform, all of the colors. And that doesn't change throughout. There's really no reds popping out in this. There's no violets or anything. But what happens is, it's such a cool shot. And by the way, like the improvements on the, I don't know what to call this, kind of the fur simulation or hair simulation is staggering. And there's also a lot of particle effects in this, like the snow. They've really improved since the last trailer. Yeah. I love this shot. It's such a great establishing shot. We start quite intimate in this one with the character. We call it kind of en medias res in filmmaking. You start in the middle of the scene, in the middle of it, and then you pull out in this, and we get the kind of establishing shot of the scenery in this beautiful sweeping shot there, and then we go right back to intimate. But what I like is you don't actually see the army is right below him, right there, right? That's a cool thing as well. And now this, I don't know exactly what it means. I'm assuming it's sort of that Lich King power that is coursing through this area, and he's going to awaken that into the dragon. So he's kind of discovering where that is before he summons it. So really cool. But it's just a beautiful image. Like it has a sort of humanity to it, and I love how tender he does this. Like a lot of the other stuff he does is extremely powerful and aggressive. This has, because of the music as well. Listen to this. It feels like, going into your old bedroom as a kid and like wiping the dust off your stuff and kind of remembering yourself as a kid, remembering your parents, remembering what you could have been. That's what I'm getting from this, man. Who could have Arthas been if he had taken a different path? Oof. Chills, man.
I watched with pride as you grew into a weapon of righteousness.
I love that. As you grew into a weapon of righteousness, and it's like this, dangerous, like evil looking blade, like what happened here? And
of righteousness.
Like I said, that had a very childhood feel to it, that, wiping the dust off of your soul, of your memories, to look back and reflect. And it's really cool because it's also a, reflecting surface. It's ice. So I find it so interesting. And I really wonder what the intention was here. I would love to hear from the filmmakers, if there's a behind the scenes, or if any of you ever happen to watch this, please let me know what the intention was there. Would love to know.
As you grew into a weapon.
But that's sort of what I love about filmmaking like this. It's a completely unvoiced section. There's not even narration here. So because of the music, because of the image, it's able to voice these feelings in me. Of course, it's going to be different for everybody, but that's the beauty of art, in my opinion, right? There's these sort of shared feelings that overlap across our humanity, you know?
My child.
Ah, so well done. So he pulls out the sword. Now this right here, it reminds me of Mandalorian. Why do I say this? I always am so impressed by Pedro Pascal. We all love it, let's be honest, right? But in Mandalorian, he does so much with his mask on. Like, you don't ever see anything. There's no facial acting available. And I feel what he's feeling. You can feel when he feels, regret. You can feel without speaking. You can feel when he feels angry or sad or tense and everything. And it's like, man, the master of body language. So this is what I'm getting here.
Righteousness.
Really awesome. Like, as the narration says, righteousness, we get this little bit of a sag in his posture. Righteousness, man, what happened? And then he just, he pulls it up. And that's the same thing again as Anduin. Same sort of pain lurching up with the sword. It's fascinating. And even that little bit of the head tilt back, kind of like this, cornered beast. Like, don't push me. Don't do it. Oh, man. It's too much of a reference. It's too exact. It's too exact. Look at that.
Remember, our line has always ruled with wisdom and strength.
Wisdom and strength. And then this is where the sound design, man, it just sends chills down your spine. Listen to that.
And
The icy. Oh, it's so cool.
I know you will.
And this is what I was saying. So because of the analogous colors, this brighter, and a lot of it is quite muted like this. And it has a deep, sort of, not desaturated, but dilapidated feel. And then look at this bursting with saturation, this blue. Again, even though it's still blue, it's just like,
Show restraint
boom,
when
right?
exercising your great power.
It's a feast for the eyes. And now this is really, really well storyboarded. So I want to go through this sort of frame by frame. So look at this. We have him hoisting it up. He hoists it up. And then we pull in for you see that glisten in his eyes. Just that little bit of a punch in to the close up. Love it. Then you see him load up, and then to show that power, to invoke a feeling of momentum, you see, look at that motion blur. He leaves the frame. And this is how we show, impact and stuff in film. Besides the sound, look at this. He moves all the way down out of the frame. And then we come to the new frame and he enters it. Boom, and slams down. And like it seems quite basic, but it's just really kind of solid foundational filmmaking, just like very well executed, right? Anybody can follow these basic rules of filmmaking, but look at this.
Great power.
Everything comes together, the sound design, boom, and it's just like, wow. And you get that little surge in the orchestra and the choir. The choir comes to life. The sound design cracks through the sort of shockwave, blows away all the snow on the ice, and then you can see, sure enough, like we said, there's that dragon sleeping under there. And man, just so well done. Very impressed. And this shot I love. Again, placing the subject on this side of the frame is a little far over. We talked about the rule of thirds before, for you guys who like to learn. 1, 2, 3. Usually place the subject maybe about here. He's a little far over in the frame, which instantly told me, oh yeah, there's a lot of space here. Something's coming. And boom, what an awesome reveal. Now, what was really cool, I mean, look at that. Boom, that's just an awesome image. Again, the particles, very impressive here. Huge improvement from the other videos. And then what I love is we get some other shots in here, like this sort of tracking shot of the ice cracking. Genius. Really good choice. The hand comes out, and of course, we have not yet seen the face. The big reveal is coming, and let me tell you, it's worth it. We go back to that shot. That's what I loved about it. It had a very filmic feel because of this. When you're filming in real life, you very likely would use a later part of a shot with a massive sort of effect like this. I love that they come back to it. And I also love that he's not, it also has that sort of feeling of regret, because, you know, a lot of people would say, oh, he's just a you know, a cool guy. He's not even going to look at the big monster he summoned. But to me, it has more of a feeling of regret and shame. He's not proud of this fully. He's kind of wrestling with that still, that he has to do this. And I cannot wait to hear about the lore, because what is going on here? And then I think, did we just see a little bit of preview of the eye there? Yes. That's awesome. Now, I love the music here. The music is building. It's ramping up. And then finally, bah! So awesome. And again, just solid storyboarding. You know, solid storyboarding. Again, basics of filmmaking here. Look at the subject in his relation to the frame, right? I'll put my mouse head over here. Look, transitions. He's in the same place, just a little bit higher. Brings us down in perspective. Like, it's very easy on the eyes. And that is one of the main sort of missions when you're a filmmaker, is you really want to make the transitions not jarring to the audience. And that's what I love about this. It's not doing all these crazy shots with the camera and just like going insane because we have CG. We can do whatever we want. We can put the camera, you know, up your nose if we want. It's just solid foundational filmmaking, man. And it's like perfect execution. You know, they didn't have to do anything incredibly crazy camera moves and it's just boom. You know, let's make it perfect. So I respect that a lot. Awesome shot. And this is what I love. So on the first viewing, I was so enamored with this dragon. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Like, you can see this one guy's face is a skeleton. He's undead. But when you watch it the first time, I feel like a lot of people like me won't quite catch that because, you know, you're following the motion of the dragon. Then the big reveal is that, wait, these guys are undead. What happened to Arthas and his people, man? Like, how far gone is he? So this dragon awakens that power. Insanity.
I tell you this, for when my days have come to an end,
love that shot.
You shall be king.
Oh, man, it's so good. So I have a couple questions. Like, what happened to these guys? So they're already undead, and now they're blue flame undead. Is that a power-up? What's going on with the dragon? The dragon has power over these guys now, but he already had power. What's going on here? Or is he finally taking control of these people, and they were just kind of wandering dead?
I tell you this.
I love it.
For when my days have come to an end.
Also, I got to ask, of course, who is his father, right? Like, what happened? And he sounds, but I mean, I could be completely off base on that. His father could be like, you know, also an evil, undead necromancer guy, but
you shall be king.
Again, clever sound design there, the ice cracking. My question is like, so he, if indeed he is the Lich King, the you know, eponymous Lich King, he does not look like a skeleton like the other guys. So what's the deal with him? But he has the blue eyes. And I love that at the end, we actually do see some human features on him. Like, okay, he has a nose, he has a mouth, he has eyes. He's not just like a skull with blue flame. And what a cool helmet design, by the way. Really, really cool helmet design. But so much to say about it. I really enjoyed this one, guys. Thank you for the recommendation. And I will say, you guys built this one up a lot. I was like, how good is this? It was really good. It was much better than I expected, even though I was like, ooh, this one's going to be good. So shout out to the team. Shout out to the World of Warcraft cinematic team. You guys killed it. One of you guys dropped a behind the scenes in my Discord, I believe. And by the way, shout out to everybody who's joined the Discord. It's been super fun. And a lot of you have been like linking cool videos and everything. Thank you everyone for commenting the lore. Like I said, I'm reading them all. It's so much fun, and I can't respond to every single one, but I try to, you know, interact with everyone that I can. So thank you everybody. It's been such a blast to cover these. And of course, we're going to continue our journey. Tomorrow, we're going to probably go back to Genshin because there's another big video drop from Genshin Impact, and then we'll come right back to Warcraft. It's been a blast going on this journey with you guys every day. We'll probably also pop a stream on Twitch, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, and we'll be able to chat openly if you guys want to talk about this or, you know, give me any other tips on what to watch from Warcraft or other games. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to sub if you want to spend more time together, and I'll see you guys around town.